Hey, this is Sky. Welcome to my YouTube channel. So I've talked a lot in the past about external validation. You should go check out my videos, like and subscribe. I talk about a lot of good stuff. I spit a lot of game. Let's talk about how to actually internally validate ourselves. It's not enough just to realize that looking for external validation is bad. I mean, it's a great realization to have. A lot of people don't even understand that they're doing it when they are. And it's good to really understand what that's all about, but you may still be like, well, how do I actually validate myself? How do I do that? I get that I should be doing it, but how do I do it? Well, here's how. When you're feeling down, you're feeling unworthy, unloved, all the negative emotions that go along with that kind of mindset, that counterproductive mindset. You wake up on the wrong side of the bed, you're just feeling like a piece of shit. Instead of running to your friends and having them kind of coochie-coo you and pat you on your head and say, it's okay, we still like you, oh no, you're fine, or whatever your issue is, a lot of people like to go and run and get that sort of validation. That's not always helpful. That just pacifies you. You actually want to grow past this. The first thing you need to do, step one, is to get on top of your self-talk. That voice inside your head, I've talked about this before. Get on top of your self-talk. Take control of your mind. Take control of that dialogue that's always running. Get rid of 90% of the voices. A lot of that chatter is just bullshit. Get rid of it. Dump it. Let it all go. And replace it with a stronger, louder voice. And that's the inner voice that you want to be able to cultivate. That's the real you. The voice that will encourage you instead of discourage you. The voice that tells you that you are loved and I love you, rather than I'm worthless and I'm not worthy of love. We all have these types of insecurities. That inner voice will help you build your confidence. It's important to be able to take control of your mindset. All warriors know this. A weak person has that what they call monkey mind, where it's just chattering all the time in various directions and they feel like they can't control it. You got to get on top of your self-talk, and you do this with positive affirmations. Simple, one-sentence affirmations that are positive, that build you up. That's not the end all, though. I wish it was just that easy. I wish it was just that easy. It would be great if you could just say a little incantation, a couple words, and snap out of all your problems. Snap out of this mode of always seeking validation from others. I wish it was just that easy. The next step, though, is to be productive. Not productive just for productivity's sake, but to actually prioritize your life, make lists, check everything off your list. It's a gratification. It's a very good feeling to be able to accomplish productive things for yourself and for your life. You want to be able to take care of all that honey-do list stuff, all the stuff that you say that you're going to do that shit. You've been talking about, I'm going to go and start working out one of these days. Go do it. Get that membership today. Go out to the park and go and jog around. Go do some burpees or some push-ups in the other room. Get on top of your productivity. Do your laundry, clean your room. Being productive doesn't just keep you busy, which it does. It doesn't just keep your mind off of your problems, which it does. But it makes you feel good. When you're on top of your game, when you're on top of your P's and Q's, you've got all your shit done. Then you can have time for more fun things. It sucks to feel like you don't have enough time in your life, to feel overwhelmed, to constantly be putting yourself in a state of anxiety simply because of your own laziness. How many people have mountains of things that they need to do and they're not doing them? Instead, they're sitting at the bar. Go and do that shit. Get productive. It will change that attitude, that sense of self-worth. It'll change that. The next thing is to work on yourself. Mind, body, and soul. Program every single day. Read, work out, eat right, pray, or find some form of spirituality. There's 100 different religions and all kinds of existential philosophies and all kinds of stuff out there. Get into that shit. Be creative. Find a creative hobby of some kind. Paint, write. That's what I do. I like to write books. It's a great outlet for me. Find something creative that you do and do it. Stay on that mind, body, and soul program 7 days a week. Work on yourself relentlessly. It builds you up. You build your strength through repetition, and the repetition of this program is how internal validation is cultivated. You, over time, the stronger you get, the less you feel worthless. The stronger you become, the more confident you become. The less you may have body issues, the more that you're working on your body. You may not be perfect. Nobody is. But you're working towards it. You're working towards your own greatness. In fact, as long as you're on that path, you're already great. Being great isn't a destination that you're going to reach one day when you finally reach perfection. It's a process. People who try hard every day are great. You got to get on top of a mind, body, and soul program and work on yourself. Watch videos of content that you can learn from. Skip out on the funny cat videos and people getting hit in the nuts. I mean, that stuff is a waste of time. Look into philosophy. Look into history. Look into some topics that really spark your imagination, get you thinking. It'll give you stuff to talk about with people, but it'll also change you. It'll change your brain chemistry. It'll change who you are. There's nothing more wonderful than having one of these aha moments and you hear some fucking real deal shit and you're just like, God damn, I needed to hear that. Whoa. I love those moments, and those only happen when you're trying to learn. So cultivate yourself. Grow. The final thing that I want to talk about in how to build internal validation is through helping others. You learn a lot about yourself when you're helping others. I mean, you build good karma also. The universe looks fondly upon the help that you give others. You may want this and you may want that. Instead of plotting and scheming for the things you want, stop a moment and look around you and see who you can help to get the things that they want. And you'll find that as you help others, you start to become like a magnet for positivity. You become attractive, meaning that you start to attract good things in your life. You do good, good things happen to you. So those are the 4 areas. Work on those 4 areas, and you will be able to outgrow the need for external validation, using your friends and your support group to validate you, to make you feel better, especially when you're feeling down, is not helpful to anybody. And you can't put that load on your friends because they're not always able to give you that. A lot of times that type of validation that we get from our family or our friends, say for example, if you're feeling bad about your body, you're feeling out of shape, you're feeling like maybe people don't like you because you're too fat. People don't like you because you don't have a certain type of look. What your friends are going to do is tell you the superficial stuff and just kind of quiet you, want to shut you up. They're just going to tell you, oh, no, you're fine. You could be a giant fat piece of shit, horribly out of shape, treating your body like a dumpster. You could be your own worst enemy, and your friends are just going to, because they don't want to hear you complain. They don't want to see you upset. They may truly care about you, but they do want to kind of shut you up, so they're going to just tell you what you want to hear. And all that does for you is keep you stuck It doesn't encourage you to go and work on yourself. Use that pain as motivation. Instead of running from struggle, running from that negativity, turn it into positivity, turn it into positive action. And when you're being active towards a goal, you become happier. Happiness is a byproduct of positive action. So that's why it's the journey that matters and not so much the destination. I may never be the person that I wish to be, but I'll fight and strive and claw and scratch for it every day for the rest of my life. That's what building character is about. And as long as I stay on top of my program, I realize that I can go from my pillow in the morning to my pillow at night and to have a sense of accomplishment and purpose in life. And I may not always have what I want to have. I may not be in a relationship that I wish that I was in, or I may not have the body I wish I had. I may not have the money that I wish I have. I may not have a lot of things that I kind of wish that I had. But as long as you're trying, every single day you're moving forward along that path. It's the people that sit along the side of the road and whine and cry like that wounded animal, a wounded bird. They go nowhere. Seeking validation from others keeps you in a wounded state. It's nothing more than a Band-Aid, and what we're trying to do is heal. Heal and become stronger. It's all just food for thought. Stop seeking external validation and learn to validate yourself. I just gave you 4 good tips on how to do it. Thanks for watching.